like say when you create an invoice or an order, when you create an order, there should be an order confirmation sent to the customer. Invoice should send to be a customer. Delivery challan, picking list, packing list should be generated. Okay, so these all are controlled by output determination. And output determination is one of the major important concept which you would be working in the real time, or in the interviews also you'll be facing a lot of interview questions on this. Well, because this is the kind of a concept, like say, right, every transaction you do, there should be some output and how it should be initiated. Okay, so output determination is the process of determining outputs in the sales document. So output determination is also based on condition technique. So what's the outputs? Inquiry. Inquiry, it's an internal document, right? You create inquiry in your system. There's no output for that. You don't send anything to the customer. But after creating an inquiry in your system, what later you will be sending to customer? It's a quotation. You'll send quotation to customer. So in what way you'll be sending this quotation to customer? Either printout, email, fax, anything, right? So that's the output. So once after quotation, customer places an order, then you'll be creating an order. And what is the output of an order? Order confirmation. Okay, order confirmation. That's what you'll be sending to the customer. So again, how you will send? Again, it's a choice. Whether a mail, printout, or fax, whatever it is. So after the order, when you create a delivery, there should be some internal documents which should be raised so that the people will know in the company like what goods to pick. That's picking list, packing list, and delivery challan. These all would be generated. And when you raise an invoice to the customer, when you create a billing document in the system will generate an invoice, and that's again you send to the customer, and again you have a choice whether you to send an email, phone number, email, printout, or fax. Okay, so we have separate a little more output types actually. That's for free of charge goods, credit memo, debit memo, returns, and these all things. Okay, so output it's nothing but an outcome of a document. You create some document in the system, there would be some output, right? That would be handled here, like how it should be sent to the customer. Okay, so the transaction code to maintain output, it is NACE, NACE, and the table for output is NAST. Okay, and this particular output you will be seeing under the logistics execution. So sorry, for the standard sales and distribution up to order, you will be see order invoice you will be seeing under the sales and distribution, but delivery challan, these all things you will be seeing under the, for delivery documents you will be seeing outputs under the LE, logistics execution block. So as we already discussed, it's based upon a condition technique. Condition technique means you should have the condition types. So these are the condition types what we have in standard for output. Quotation, the standard condition type is AN00, order BA00, packing PL00, delivery challan LD00, cash sales RD03, billing BD00, picking list, there is something for picking, and just a moment. Or else I will tell you in the next session. Okay, just a minute. There are one or two more actually you may get in the interviews, so let me tell you those also. Yeah, very important actually. Those are picking list. We have only packing here. Picking list, it is EK00. Okay, picking list, it's EK00, and contracts KO00. Okay, contracts is KO00. Just make a note of these two, why? Because it's not there in the document, and most probably in the interviews you might be getting only this. Okay, why? Because contracts is such an important concept, and for contracts you create lot of outputs. So contracts, and this is the picking list, what goods to pick from the storage location. So these are the couple of important what we call condition types we have. Okay, and the condition the T code is to maintain is NACE and the table is NAST. So let's see the configuration, how it works for the sales document and billing types. Either you can directly go through the NACE or you can go through the menu path. Okay, let me show you through menu path. Sales and distribution, basic functions, output control, output determination using condition technique. So here first we will be doing for the sales documents. Click on the sales documents. So condition tables, types, access sequence and procedure, assigning that particular procedure to the document type. So those all things you would be doing here. So first let's go to condition table. Okay, maintain output condition table for sales document. So you need not to remember the T codes for this. Actually it's a V/57 for this. It's not that important. Okay. So with what combination of fields you will be creating a table here? That is, this particular output is common among the sales organization, right? It's common among the sales organization. So you'll be creating a table with a combination of sales organization and sales document type. Why? Because if I create an order with order document type OR, I should always send only printout, no email. Okay. So the fields what you'll be selecting under this particular is sales organization and sales document type. So with that you generate a table. In that table you would be putting in an access sequence. The standard access sequence for the output determination, it is Z00, I guess, just a moment. Access sequence. It is AA000 or Z00 something. Let me just have a look. Condition table, access sequence. Okay, something. I've just created something new, so there is no something standard like. We have a condition type, but we don't have a access sequence in standard. You can take anything order type 002. You can take this one. Okay. So this is the access sequence. Put the tables into the access sequence. Then next, it's the condition type. That is nothing but output type. So we have a standard output type. First, we already discussed, right? The condition types for the standard is, if it's order, it is BA00. So that's what we will be discussing now. So BA00. So select this BA00 and go to the details. Okay, BA00 and details. So order confirmation. That means when you create an order confirmation should send to the customer. And this is the condition type for order output. That is BA00. If it is a quotation, it is AN00. And we have RD03, cash sales, contract, KO00. Okay. So these are the output types what we have, but we will be looking into only BA00. So select this and go to the controls. We have a couple of controls in the condition type controls, output type controls. So let's discuss this particular controls. The first control what you see in the output type BA00 is access to conditions. Okay, access to conditions. So access to conditions is nothing but, see, you want this output determination to be determined basing upon condition technique or not. Or not in the sense, if you remember in the account groups, OVT0, we have a field called output determination. Anyone remember that? And what is the standard output determination we maintain there? /n OVT0 account groups. DB001. That's what we maintain there. DB001. Access to condition means if you select this, output determination will be happening through condition technique. But if you don't want that, uncheck this and assign DB001 to the output procedure here. So in this case, what happens is when you assign this, system will get one more, this one, documents. Okay, system will get one more tab in the customer master, which is documents, and system will try to determine output determination from this particular account group standard DB001. But we don't want that to happen. All the time it should be only determined basing upon condition technique. So activate this access to conditions, then system will determine output types basing upon the condition technique concept. The next is cannot be changed. Cannot be changed is nothing but whether this output is allowed to change in the sales document by the user or not. Okay, why? Because it would be determined automatically into the sales document. So at that time, user can change it or not. Okay, so that's what this is controlled. Cannot be changed. Next is multiple issuing. Multiple issuing is you want to issue the same output multiple times. Okay, sometimes you take it as duplicate, triplicate, quadruplicate, right? So like that, whether you want to issue an output multiple times or not, it's controlled by this check indicator. Let me go to the change view. Okay, BA00 and go to the controls, and that's what we see here, all the check indicators. The next is partner independent output. Okay, see in standard you would be sending order confirmation to which partner function? Order confirmation. It can be order confirmation or quotation, anything. You'll be sending to the sold to party, right? And you'll be sending delivery challan. That means confirming the delivery to the ship to party. And you sell invoice to bill to party. So this is what in the standard these documents would be sending to that particular partner type functions. But you want to raise this output to all the partner functions. That means order confirmation should send to sold to party, ship to party, and bill to party. That means partner independent output. This field partner independent output. So see all the controls I have mentioned very clearly here with the screenshot. Multiple issuing, cannot be changed, partner independent output, everything. So what is a partner independent output? In general, quotation and output order will be sent to the sold to party, delivery challan to ship to party, and invoice will be sent to bill to party. But if you activate this field, then the output will be sent to all the partner function irrespective of the partner profile. Okay, irrespective of the partner profile, this particular output will be sent to all the partner functions. Then next is do not write processing logs. See, when you create, suppose say you are sending a Gmail, when you click send, what system shows? Sending. If you are attaching, what system shows? Attaching, right? Or loading, something, right? That's called as status log. System is saying log that first it's preparing to do something, then after activities is performed, then after the activity is done, like that data. So whether you want to maintain that log or not, when you are issuing an output, whether you want to write a log information or not. Okay, so that's controlled by this particular check indicator. And we have some program and routines here. So whenever some changes happen to sales order, that means you created an order, okay, you created an order with X material 100 quantity, but later you changed 100 to 150 quantity. Okay, that means if sometimes any change happened to the sales order, and if you want to send this particular change notification to the or else updated notification to the customer in a different email format. Why? Because if I'm sending on the same subject, what happens? The mail will be in a thread and customer may not open. He may think that the same mail has been sent multiple times, so he may not be looking into that. But there is an update in that particular mail. So if something update happens in an order, you want that to be sent to the customer in a different email format, saying that, say, first email what you send to customer saying that, hey, customer 103, your order confirmation for X material 100 is confirmed. But when there is a change in the quantity to 150, again you want to send an email with customer 103, your order has been changed to X material 150 in new email, new format. So whenever if you want to send an email with some update like this change output, nothing but this program and form routine will help you. The standard program what they maintain is FM06A END. This is what maintained. And form routine, the standard is change underscore flag. Okay, change underscore flag is the form routine what we maintain if when you want to send something updated information. Then next we have the replacement of text symbols. Again we have a programs and routines. So this will help to send the actual subject and body of a email. Okay, how an email and this is sent to customer with this content. With the help of this particular program, the standard is called text underscore symbol underscore replace. Sorry, text underscore symbol underscore replace. And sorry, this is form routine. Yeah, program is SAP MV45A and form routine is text underscore replace underscore symbol underscore replace. Okay, this is the program and this is the form routine. So which will help us to actually send the mail's body and subject to the customer. So that's what the control what we have in the general data. So let's move on to the next tab, which is default values. So here you would be seeing dispatch time. That means once I create some order, when I should send that order confirmation, whether immediately after creating order and saving, or as a batch job in the evening sometime after 6 o'clock. Okay, so these all things is the dispatch time of the order confirmation or any output is controlled here. When it should be sent. Send immediately, we have one option, or send with a background job, okay, or periodically scheduled job. That means what for all the orders what you create today, some you set some periodic job evening at 7 o'clock. It will run and it will execute and send it. So dispatch time controls when this particular output should be sent. Transmission medium. How this output should be sent, whether email, fax or ALE, EDI. This is all controlled by the transmission medium. 1. Printout. 5. External send means email. Email is external send. 6. EDI and A is ALE. This is the one for sure question what you will be facing in the interview. They will be asking what is the transmission medium for ALE. Okay, the transmission medium for ALE is A. Transmission medium for EDI is 6. Transmission medium for email is 5 external send and transmission medium for printout is 1. So this is one question which you can for sure expect from the output determination, that is what is the transmission medium for different things. Okay, so please be perfect with this question. The next is partner function. Okay, as this is an order confirmation, you know to which partner you should send in standard, that is sold to party. So maintain that sold to party here. And the next is communication strategy. In standard we maintain CS01, the communication strategy. So this communication strategy is actually a link between your SAP server and your client's email server. Okay, it's a link between your server and client's server. Okay, so that's what we maintain the default values. Then next, time. Though we don't have anything in the time. Storage system, print, nothing here. Only these two is fine. General data and default values. Let me check in the document. Replacement symbols done. Dispatch time. Yeah, this mediums we discussed. Yeah, that's it. Okay, partner we discussed, and the communication strategy we discussed. Okay, yeah, the next is out mail and text. This one. Okay, mail and text on the left panel you can see. So double click on this mail and text. Okay, uh, mail and text. Not enter part of function in partner independent output. Okay, anything. You selected this, right? So mail and text, this is what actually controls where you write the subject and body. Okay, your subject and body is written here saying that like this: hey dear customer, this is for your order confirmation for XYZ and with the quantity so and so, and like say subject, how the subject should be. Why? Because see, you might be receiving emails, right, from the companies marketing, right, from it can be Amazon or it can be Flipkart. How you will be receiving saying that dear so and so. So how they can send with your name, they will be sending once 1 million emails, but how system picks your name? Dear, there is some code, so that code will pick your name from the database. Okay, so let me come back, click here. Do not enter a partner function in partner independent outputs. Okay, partner independent output. Storage, not here. Partner function. Yeah, I checked this. That's the reason it's control. Yeah, this should not be checked. Okay, partner independent output. That's the reason it's stopping me. Okay, so select, double click on this mail and text in the left panel. Okay, so this is the notepad icon where you're seeing, this is where you would be maintaining. So but let me go to the new entries, language, en, and title in the sense subject, how you would be sending the subject. There is a code for this. Okay, you will be writing some meaningful code. Title, it will is like this: VBAK KUNNR. What is VBAK? Sales document header. Okay, and kunar, that means sales document and customer number. You are telling that sales document, the customer number. This is what you'll be having in the subject, which system will pull from the database these details. Once after maintaining this, go back. English space is not allowed. Okay, let's ignore this, cancel, and come back. Then after, select English here. Okay, so click on this notepad icon. This is where you will be maintaining the body. So earlier what we have seen, that is the title, that is nothing but subject of the what we call email, whatever you will send to the customer. Let me show you in the document. Title. So title, what you will be writing, you will be writing something like this: ampersand, ampersand is must, ampersand VBAK underscore VBELN. VBELN means sales document number. VBAK VBLN and VBAK Kunar. In that particular VBAK sales document, who is the customer? That's what the data what system will pull. Okay. So even here also you write the same thing: dear ampersand VBAK hyphen Kunar, KUNNR. That means this particular sales document, who is the customer, that's what system will pick. So this is how you receive the emails from Amazon or something which shows that their your name. Okay, they cannot type that many mails, right? So this is how system will pull this, and you can write it in the bottom saying that what is the sales order number and how it's confirmed and this all things, like say dear VBAK Kunar, uh, sales order number, sales order number. So how system will pick this sales order number? That is ampersand VBAK hyphen VBELN ampersand. Okay, dear customer, sales order number so and so quantity. So that's what you will be sending to the user, the format, one standard format you will be writing. Okay, so that you will be writing in the mail and text. So once after that, next is processing routines, this one. So double click on this processing routines. So here you would be maintaining whether you want to send it through any printout or email or a fax or EDI or ALE, anything you will be selecting this. So whatever we are seeing now, it's only for printout. So let's discuss print program. Okay, so here we have routine, program, routine and form. Transmission medium. Okay, so let's create our own something new. So okay, for this transmission medium, first I'll be sending print. Okay, then after we have processing routines. In the processing routines we have again print program, form routine and form. So standard print program is RVDA, RV, RVA, DOR01. Yeah, RVA DOR01. It should be, yeah, RVA DOR01. That's what the print program is all about. And form routine is entry. Form routine is entry, and form is again same. RV not complete. It is RV order OR DER01. So this is what the details you maintain for if it's a print program, printout. Okay, so these are the values. Okay, so the next is we have one more processing mode here. We'll have 5 actually processing modes, total 5 processing modes. Okay, so you can maintain only one, that's fine. So let's discuss what is this program, what is this form routine, and what is a form. So this particular program, print program, so what this print program will control is, this print program will help us to pull the data from the database tables and print it in the output. Okay, when you issue a print, how system is printing customer number, this all things, it's pulling the data from the database. How it's pulling? With the help of this particular program called RVA-DOR01. And the next is form routine entry. Okay, this form routine entry will help us. See, certain times you want to do some calculations in the output level. That means you want to calculate some percentage of something in the output. Okay, this form routine, what this form routine will do is, it will help us to include some logic, some calculations or some logic in the output. Okay, so it will help us to include some logic in the outputs. The next is form. So this is where the most important role comes of a SD consultant, and this is where the integration also happens. So with which module consultant you integrate here? That is ABAPer, technical consultant. Why? Because to develop a form. This is the most important activity what you will be doing in the project, developing a new forms. In the interviews also they will ask you for sure, did you worked on any Z forms? Z form means user defined forms. Okay, and here where the integration also happens. So form is nothing but a layout. Okay, layout means invoice, customer's invoice. Customer will tell you, my invoice should be like this: address, date, phone number, items, quantity, price, total, signature, like this. Some bill format like this. This is what the details you will be gathering in the requirement gathering implementation, and later you will pass this to the ABAPer in a functional specification document so that he will develop a new Z form for you. Later that Z form you will be assigning here, and whenever an output is issued, it will pick this Z form. Okay, so form is nothing but a layout of any output. In the standard SAP, we have three kinds of outputs. Okay, three kinds of forms. That is script form, smart form, Adobe form. Script form is very old version. Now we are not using it anymore. Now we are using only smart form or Adobe form. The difference between the script form and smart form and Adobe form is, if you notice it, whenever you receive a bank statement to your email, how you will be receiving your bank statement as an attachment to your email? By a PDF form, right? How that is converted as a PDF? By Adobe form. Adobe form will convert your output automatically into PDF format. Okay, that's what Adobe's functionality is. Okay, so new form is nothing but Adobe form. Okay, so we have three kinds of forms. So here you should know as a consultant how you integrated with the ABAPer to develop a new form. So what you do, you collect the sample outputs from the core user. That means in the legacy, how their forms are, how their invoice is, the layout. Okay, you take that the formats. Later you prepare a function specification document and you attach both this function specification document and the sample outputs and send it to the ABAPer. Then ABAPer will develop the forms and he will be sending you to he will be sending it back to you with the form name. Then as a consultant, you will go to the output type and you will assign that form here. Okay, you will be assigning that particular forms here. Form type, PDF or smart form. Okay, that's what you will be selecting here. So smart form, to develop a smart form, the ABAPers use the T code. T code itself is smart form. Okay, let me check. T code, yeah, T code itself is a smart form, and PDF, Adobe form SH. There is some T code for Adobe form, I could not recall, but script form it is SC71. Anyone have an idea for Adobe form? What is the T code? Adobe form, some T code. You can easily find out that online also. What is the T code for Adobe form? But it is anyway. You don't do that in the real time, so don't worry about that. Okay, so that's what the forms what you will be doing here. Okay, this is what you will be maintaining, whether it's a PDF form or what it is, and form routine and print program. That you will be maintaining in the processing routines. So then after, go to the partner functions. Okay, let's come back. Processing routines, we missed anything there? Processing routines. Okay, so we just discussed, we have seen different processing routines, right? Processing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So why we have this many 3, 4, 5 like means, this will help us to issue the printouts or the outputs in multiples. That means duplicate, triplicate, quadrillate. Okay, you can take it in multiple with these particular processing routines. Okay, then next click on this partner functions, but in the standard already it assigned printout, you want to send it to sold to party. As this is an order confirmation, you are sending it to the sold to party. If you take something else here, like suppose say AN00, it is also sold to party. Okay, if you take suppose say what we have for delivery challan, it would be shipped to party here. So that it would be anyway assigned here. Okay, so now we have seen the controls of the output types. So come back and assign this particular output type or place this output type into the procedure. That's what in the fourth step of a condition technique, right? You have done this access sequence, everything is done, and assign output types to the partner functions is also done. Now maintain output determination procedure. So standard procedure is V10000, V10000. Yeah, this is the order. So we are discussing about order. So standard order output procedure is VN00. If it's a contract, VO8000. So we have a standard. So in this standard, you need to place that BA00 order confirmation, whatever you just configured. Give the just routine standard 2 and come back. Next, you need to assign this particular procedure. Come back and assign output determination procedure. Select this and for the document header. So you can do this at the header and item level both. Okay, so just select the sales document type and assign your procedure. Okay, so we missed out on one thing. So in the procedure earlier we have seen routine, right? So routine, you know what it does actually all the time. A routine checks for something. Okay, every time it will check for something to determine into sales document. If the condition is fulfilling, then only it will get into the document. So here we have one or two important routines. The standard routine, it is if order is not confirmed, then system should not send the email to the customer. Why? Because order anyway it's not confirmed. So why you want to send an email to customer? You don't want to send it. So how it's controlled? It's controlled by the 2. If an order is blocked by credit, you don't want to send an email to customer, right? So how it's controlled? 9. Okay, at the same time we have one more control also. I could not remember it. If order is blocked for credit, you want to send an email to the credit manager. Okay, why? Because he should be updated, right, saying that one order is blocked. Okay, so for that actually 3 or something that it's there. I'll check and let you know back. Okay. 2020 also we have someone, just me check. 2021 or something. Let's see in the procedure. Order output 2021 F4. Yeah, 2021. That means if order is incomplete, system should not trigger a output. How it's controlled? If it is an order is incomplete at the header level, then 20, item level 21. Yeah, credit block, credit check, credit order. I hope it is 11. If it is block, then an email should be sent to credit manager. Okay, couple of some requirements here they might be asking in the interviews. So just be familiar with those. 2 I have given here, and most of the interviews you might be facing interview questions the same way. Okay, so assigning your procedure to the document type. Then after you need to maintain output control, so which we already maintained. So come back, condition. Okay, now we need to maintain condition record. So the condition record. So as a functional consultant, we have done our activity. We configured all the output control. So now end user will be maintaining the condition records. The condition record to maintain for the sales document, it is VV11. If it is for delivery documents, VV22. If it's for billing, sorry, if it's VV21. Okay, and if it is for billing, VV31. So these are the transaction codes where we maintain condition records for the outputs. So let's go for the VV11 slash n VV11. Okay, output type slash standard BA00, right? BA00, enter. So sales document type OR and partner function sold to party. Okay, and what is this? Yeah, medium. What in what medium you want to send it? Print out. Date and time. So how you want? 4 generally we select there. Send immediately. Okay, when you want to send it, background jobs or something. So 4. So this is what the output data you'll be maintaining, and language is EN anyway standard. Okay. So once after maintaining this, you need to select this and go to the communication on the top. Why? Because you need to link your SAP server with the printer, right, to issue a printout. So I'll go to VV12 in the change mode and I'll show you /n VV12. So this communication way, what you are trying to do is you are trying to establish a communication between your SAP server and your printer. Enter document. So I already have some maintained here. Select this communication. You have a printer LP01. You see output device LP01. So this is the way you establish a connection between your SAP server and system. And see, in SAP we have a facility that you can sit here and issue a printout at your customer location in his printer. With this, what you can do is you can issue directly printer in his printer in Sydney or somewhere sitting here. You print here, you click here, and printout will be issued there in his printer. Okay. So how to do this? Once maintaining this, in the sales order, if you go to the extras tab on the top, okay, in a sales order, go to the extras tab, then after go to output below to that, or let me show you, /n VA01 /n VA01. So in the interviews, if they ask you like, can I issue a printer at the customer location? Yes, it's possible. Okay. And once after saving that, so go to the extras here on the top and the outputs. Here you can see header print preview. This is where you can see whether your output has been issued or not. Why? Because in the IDA system you cannot anyway issue that, right? But you can see a print preview here. System will show you the format, the layout at least. Okay, you can check it there. Okay, so that's how you can see, you can configure printout output, and once you create an order you can see it here. Or else let me see whether, try to create an order and see if it will show or not. Okay, go to the extras, go to the output, header, print preview. No output has been selected for printing. Extras. No output has been. Okay, there might be some configuration mistake in my system, so it's not showing. But once after you create an order, no, you need to save it, I guess. Order. Let me save it. Why? Because without saving it will not issue an output. Save the order. Yeah, you need to save it the order. Save it and see it in the document template. Save. Yeah. Only after saving system will show you the print this thing. So you can go to VA02, the change mode of sales document. Open your sales document, follow this, go to the extras and output header and go to print preview. So there you can see the format. Okay, my order 12074 has been created. Order 12074 slash n VA 02 12074 12074. Oh, SD is not in a database or have been archived. SD document 120. Okay, I cannot see here, but anyway, I'll go with some standard document. Not in the database. Archived. Not. Okay, there might be some issue with my system. Actually, it was crashed yesterday, and I hope it's saying the database is not there something. Okay, that's fine. So we go to the change mode, and as I told you, go to the extras and go to the output, and you can check the print preview. So there you can see the printout layout, whether it is issued or not in the IDA system. Okay, so that's what the output configuration of printout. So next session we'll be looking in the email configuration, where you would be integrating with the basis consultant. Okay, to create the SCOT settings. To create the SCOT settings, you would be integrating with the basis consultants. Okay, that's what we would be seeing in the next class. So we'll not have a session on Monday because of the festival, and we'll be having next class on Tuesday. Okay, we'll catch back on Tuesday. Okay, so any questions for today, anyone? Okay, hope so, no questions. We'll call it a day today and catch back on Tuesday again. Okay, so happy weekend everyone, and have a good day, and happy Diwali. Bye bye.